This Christmas, you might find new electronics under your tree, but experts we spoke with warn of fire risks if you cheap out on a charger. Heinsberg's fire chief says non-name brand chargers like those you can get from a gas station aren't always safe.
Not designed for that product. It can actually increase the chances of that product malfunctioning, charging improperly, and ultimately what we're really trying to avoid here is a catastrophic thermal runaway, which is when the battery ultimately catches on fire and violently explodes.
He recommends spending the extra money on the product's original charger, saying the money saved isn't worth the risk.